2025. Flip and switch the roles and genders. This is going to be for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Okay, so let's see what you guys most importantly need to know and love for the month of December 2025. So we'll do the earth sign placements need to know right now. Okay, open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So some of you guys could be opening up your heart to a particular person. We're going to see. Or you're trying to be more vulnerable, or somebody's trying to be more vulnerable with you. What else? Okay, karma, consequences, cause and effect, debts. What else? Hey, Sam. And we got soulmates, deep love, unity, and connection. And we got possibilities, free spirited, adventure, and risk. So let's see here. What's open heart for the earth sign placements? Receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. Okay, Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. The Three of Cups in reverse and the Devil. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, absolutely not. Four of Cups, Temperance in reverse, the Nine of Wands, Three of Swords in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, the Six of Swords. It's a no. I feel like somebody could be opening up their heart or their legs, or they did to the wrong person. I don't know. Somebody could be dematized, pematized. What's karma, consequences, cause and effect, and debts? Yeah, the Emperor here, Aries. You or somebody can have Aries in their chart. There could be a father figure getting bad karma, or an Aries, or someone that's in this type of energy, man or woman. This could even be somebody that is not cooperating with you. Somebody could be refusing to get help. Somebody here is ignorant, they're unteachable, they're stubborn, they're set in their ways. What's soulmates? Deep love, unity, and connection. Some of y'all could be losing interest in this person. Yeah, the Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy. Somebody could be trying to like manipulate or force something to appear like a soulmate connection, but it's not. Virgo, Gemini here. What's open heart? Open heart. The Sun in reverse. Leo energy. Somebody can have Leo in their chart. A lack of clarity. Somebody could be dematized, pematized, or somebody could be trying to use like sex to keep you committed or to keep you focused on something. I don't know what the child karma. I don't know. Yeah, the Six of Cups. Somebody here could have ran back to somebody, or this could be somebody that you guys have kids with. Scorpio Sun here. I feel like somebody here, some of you guys feel like you have to defend yourself against this person. Some of y'all could have even been with this person since you were really young. You could have known them since childhood, or them and someone else. Somebody could be getting karma for going back to somebody or staying with somebody with soulmates. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. Somebody could be trying to curse a soulmate connection. Heavy Gemini energy. Somebody here definitely could be trying to curse somebody's love life. Or somebody, I don't, they doing something going on. Somebody could think they're with a soulmate, but somebody's like laying down with somebody's sleeping with the enemy. Somebody is sleeping with somebody that will betray them in a heartbeat. Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Seven of Swords in reverse. Moon in Aquarius. Somebody here thinks their penis or vagina can get them out of trouble and can get you recommitted or rehooked back into whatever this is. Maybe this person is used to you running back to them, or they're used to having power over you. Yeah, somebody's sleeping with the enemy. I feel like this could be a new person that is gonna basically be like somebody that you dealt with from your past, just in a different way. Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like somebody is just as toxic. Yeah, the Fool in reverse. Somebody here thinks you're gullible, and somebody here thinks you're like dumb. Aquarius here. Somebody thinks that you're gonna really fall for this. Okay. Fool in, maybe it worked in the past. Fool in reverse. Or maybe it's worked with other people. Yeah, it's a trauma bond. Three of Swords in reverse, Saturn in Libra, the Nine of Wands, Moon in Sag. Constant trauma. It's like insanity, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. This person is very antagonistic. Somebody here could drink a lot. They got a bad temper. They can't regulate their emotions. They do things in excess. They're very temperamental. They go 0 to 100, or they put you in this. Somebody here could be really moody. No, some of y'all have been through hell and back with this. Some of you guys are scared to open up your heart, period, in love because of what you've gone through in the past with a particular person or people. Sun in reverse. I feel like somebody was overly optimistic about thinking that if they can come back using their penis or vagina to get you back in this trauma bond or to keep you there, and you saw right what they were trying to do. You see what this person is trying to do. The Sun in reverse. Yeah. They don't think you do, but you do. The Sun in reverse. Some of y'all could just have trust issues too. Sun in reverse. Or this could be someone you're dealing with that's traumatized. Sun in reverse. The Two of Swords. Yeah, somebody can't. Somebody's not seeing Moon in Libra. Somebody's not seeing clearly. The Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody is like stuck. Somebody has abandonment wounds. Somebody doesn't know how to walk away from somebody, or they're scared to. Somebody's not really. Same thing I got in Capricorn's reading. Somebody is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Saturn and Pisces here. Somebody's like, I'm not happy here, but I don't know what to do. I'm hurting here, but I don't know how to let go. I don't know how to leave. They showed me who they are, but maybe they can change. Even it's like somebody's gonna betray. Somebody keeps betraying themselves. Somebody's ego could also have them in denial about what something is and what it's not. Two of Swords upright with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody could be faking their happiness in a connection. Somebody's also like holding a grudge. Somebody here is like they're having a hard time moving on from something. Somebody's heart could be closed. There, Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody don't know what to do. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody wants to see something through, but this connection is no good. Virgo, Leo energy. Some heavy Leo here. Somebody could be an August Leo or Virgo, Knight of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody here could be staying in a marriage or a family or relationship dynamic because of money or for image purposes, or because, it looks good on paper, it's good for optics. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Mercury and Virgo here. Yeah, Justice here, Libra energy. Somebody knows what the right thing to do is. They know somebody needs to confront their fears or face their fears with doing something, leaving somebody behind, closing out a cycle. But I feel like somebody's having a hard, I feel like somebody's going to do it. It's just going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Something's been going on for a long time. What's causing the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, the Five of Pentacles here in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Mercury in Taurus, Venus in Scorpio. Hmm. I feel like somebody, whether somebody wants to see something or not, they can't. Somebody can't lie to themselves no more. They can't. Somebody can't make excuses for a person no more. It's just not. It's something is getting really really bad. It's not getting better. The Emperor, the King of Swords here. I feel like somebody is exactly who you think they are. Somebody is showing you who they are, and they don't care. You and this person have a hard time seeing eye to eye. There could be a power imbalance because of this connection, maybe due to gender or age, finances, whatever. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, Capricorn as well. January Capricorn, January Aquarius. Somebody here knows that they could be getting karma for something that they did to you in the past, or that with whatever they're doing to you now. King of Swords. Yeah, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody here is really bitter. Heavy Virgo. You or somebody can have Virgo in their chart. Somebody could be September Virgo, September Libra. Queen of Swords in reverse. The Five of Wands, conflict, drama, chaos, toxicity. There's a negative pattern on repeat. Something is very karmic, is very unhealthy. Saturn and Leo. Somebody really emasculates a person or really puts somebody down with words. Like somebody uses words to fight. If they don't physically put their hands, they use words or they do mind games. This person picked this up from like a parental figure or a caregiver or something, or somebody who may have issues with authority. They want to like somebody, they just want full submission, and they do this by, if somebody's just a nasty person, they're the devil. And they haven't just done this to you. This person has done this to other people in their past as well. Why is the Five of Wands here? Or it's not the first time they've done this to you. Either they've done this to you multiple times, or you're not the first person, or both. Five of Wands definitely won't be the last. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag as well. Some of y'all can have, yeah, other earth placements, Sag in your chart. Somebody could be born in December. Who's this Queen of Pentacles? I feel like all somebody care about is money, themselves. Somebody's so into themselves. They can't even see that they're getting karma for something. They can't even see what they're doing. They can't see past themselves. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, the Justice here, Libra energy, and the High Priestess. I feel like somebody secretly, somebody's going to get karma. Somebody could be even trying to curse somebody, or seven of, I don't know, High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces energy, Justice here, Libra. I feel like somebody knows why they're getting karma. And they're going to try to run back, or they're going to try to be accountable or do the right thing because they know what's going to happen. Somebody knows what's going to happen to them. Six of Cups, or yeah, somebody's haunted. They're scared. Somebody's scared about whatever they did in the past. This person can't face you for some of you, or if they're worried, they're scared. Mars in Gemini. Expect a call or text message from this person for some of y'all, or expect this if you live with this person or whatever. You have to be around them. Expect this person to kind of pick up the slack or be all in your face. Somebody here is scared. They're haunted. Somebody knows what's coming to them. Nine of Swords. It's like everything this person has done, not just to you guys, but to other people, is catching up. Nine of Swords. Yeah, Page of Cups. Somebody could be coming back to give y'all a fake apology. They're going to act like they're going to help you. They're helping you do something, but it's to keep power. It's for you to, it's basically for you to serve them. So this person taking accountability, apologizing or being nice or doing things for the kids, if there's kids involved, it's for them to get something back in return. It's not out of the kindness out of their heart. It's not because they really care. Page of Cups. Somebody regrets what they said, what they did. They could regret what they did to a child. Somebody could have used your past against you. You could have told them something in confidence. Yeah, 10 of wands here. You could be seeing 10, 10, 1, 11. Something's over. I feel like somebody got a little too comfortable behaving a certain way or doing something. And when you get arrogant, you get sloppy. Perfect example of that. You get arrogant, you get sloppy. Karma's is beating some. It's gonna beat somebody's ass. Yeah, somebody is burdened, way down. Karma is beating somebody down. I'm telling y'all, it is. I feel like it's beating somebody down. 10 of wands. They know it is. That's why they want to rush back to apologize. Somebody here scared. 10 of wands. Your silence is also scaring somebody. You're not saying nothing. Yeah, somebody's in regret. Somebody could have took something out on a child, or a child was affected by whatever this petty immature situation was. Or if there's no kids, or that's not what it's about, somebody was being childish. Yeah, now somebody's in regret. 5 of Cups. Y'all could be seeing 555. Yeah. Now they're in regret. Now they care. Magician. 3 of Cups in reverse. Somebody could have thought a third party was a soulmate. Mercury and Cancer. Somebody could have been living a double life, juggling you, cheating, going back and forth, or could have listened to their friends. 3 of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, somebody could have went towards a new connection and they got betrayed. Yeah, I feel like somebody feels humiliated, embarrassed while they were trying to embarrass you or get underneath your skin or do something to you. For some of you, they are getting betrayed by who they thought was their soulmate. Ace of Cups. What's the Ace of Cups for the earth signs? Something is not working out with none of their connections. Yeah, the Hangman in reverse. It could be a third party losing interest in this person, or their friends don't want to be friends with them no more because they see how they treat you. Some of you guys could have lost friends behind this connection, behind this relationship, or whatever whatever it is. Yeah, you know, something is unforgivable. This cannot be redeemed. I feel like somebody did too much. Pisces here, you or somebody can have Pisces in their chart. Somebody is ignorant. They lack self-awareness. Judgment in reverse. Somebody here could be unforgiving. You guys could have a hard time forgiving this person. If somebody was doing like love spells or manipulating somebody to stay with them, come back to them, that's not working. For some of y'all, maybe somebody is stuck somewhere. But for others of you, something's not working. Hangman in reverse. What's the Hangman in reverse? Yeah, the Temperance here. Sagittarius. Now that you're disinterested, now somebody wants to make amends. Now somebody wants to reconcile. Now they want to balance something. They want to heal something. Because something is no longer funny. Something is no longer fun. Now somebody wants to come in like, oh, maybe the earth signs still have love for me, or maybe I can keep the earth signs emotionally tethered to me or emotionally invested. Even though I've been in and out, even though I have a bad temper, even though I don't treat them well, even though I betrayed them, even though I breadcrumbed them, somebody's going to try to hoover you back in. It's because they want control. Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody here could have been trying to do spell work on somebody's love life. Somebody could have been trying to stagnate your love life. This could be a fake friend of yours or of this person's, or a third party or a family member, whoever. Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Pentacles in reverse is dark magic. Upright is a tarot reader. So somebody here could be getting tarot readings on somebody to find ways to block or stop you and somebody from reconciling or making amends. Chariot here, it came out in a challenging, but Cancerian energy. What's the Chariot? You or somebody can have Cancer in their chart. The Chariot. Yeah, Page of Swords in reverse. Somebody's like evil lying someone. Somebody's evil lying a connection. Yeah, y'all could be, there could have been a connection between, for those of you that were starting with somebody new, not the person that's abusive. Nobody's doing spell work to make anybody, if somebody's abusive or cheating or doing whatever to you, that's not because of spell work. They're doing that because that's who they are. That's what they want to do. For those of you, if you're starting to get to know somebody new, you're getting, this is like a new, for some of you guys, this is a new connection. If you're getting to know somebody new and all of a sudden things go south, or the communication lacks, or whatever this could be somebody around you, or really around you, that could be doing things to interfere with your love life. Somebody could be born on May 24th. I have always wondered if someone was doing something to my connection. Well, not in that case. I mean, people can like wish downfall, but if a person is like mistreating you, hurting you, and things like that, that's them. That's not, because when people think, oh, somebody's doing spell work to make this person cheat on me, or make them not attracted to me, or make them hurt me or abuse me or whatever, that keeps people in a delusional state. And that's very dangerous, because a lot of readers will say, oh, somebody's doing spell work, all you got to do is this ritual or this whatever to bring you and this person back together. And say you guys do get back together, and then they do something worse. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Even if somebody, say somebody is doing that to you, do you want to be with somebody where they're able to be affected that easily by quote unquote spell work? That's dangerous. Regardless. Mm-mm. Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Something is on again, off again. Jupiter and Capricorn. I feel like somebody's been trying to control something. And this could even be about a person's finances, or something about somebody's image, reputation. That's about to be taken away. Something is over. Whether somebody wants it to be or not, whether they accept that something is over or not, something is done. Somebody here could be kind of considering something, like somebody could have been blaming you guys for doing spell work on them, their finances and their life, and it was somebody else. Somebody could have been trying to pin something on you, and that's why this person was doing whatever to you. Two of Pentacles. Somebody also could be living a double life. What's the Two of Pentacles? Nine of Cups in reverse. Jupiter and Pisces. I want to tell y'all a quick story. In high school, I broke up with an ex, and a so-called friend, a Virgo. It's crazy how this came out, but a so-called friend, and Virgo is an earth sign. A so-called friend of mine, who was a mutual friend of him and me, she did spell. She taught him how to do spell work to get me back. She taught him how to do a come to me or a freeze a spell. That's what he taught me. She taught him and helped him do a freeze a spell to get me back. And although we had got back together, I was even meaner to him. And we ended up breaking up anyway. And he became suicidal after that breakup. My mom had to talk him off the ledge, literally. And that same so-called friend of ours who helped him do the freezer spell to bring me back, she's calling my phone panicking. And when it was her fault, she contributed to the issue. So people, even when y'all do those come to me things or come back or those reconciliation spells, if something is broken apart, let it be. It's only going to get worse. And we were in high school. So, no grown adult should feel like they have to do, no shade, but nobody should, y'all, if y'all have to do all of that, these are people that are behaving in ways because they feel like it. And hypothetically, if somebody is doing something to a connection, if you're dealing with somebody that's that easily affected, they're too weak for you. Yeah, I was just explaining how you have to go back and rewatch it. Nine of Cups in reverse. I was explaining how a so-called friend of mine helped an ex of mine do a freezer spell and a come to me spell to get him to basically get me to go back to him, and it backfired because we broke up anyway, and I was way meaner to him, and he ended up being suicidal after that breakup. So that's why I tell people, don't do those come to me binding things, because soulmate, twin flame or not, if something is over or is not meant to be, it was never meant to go that far, it's not going to in the end. That's what I was talking about. I mean, it worked. I went back to him, but I was mean. I was even meaner. I didn't want to, like, we were young, like, I didn't want to, whatever. He's not a bad person. He's not a bad guy. He's not toxic. He's not abusive. He's not a bad guy, but you don't mess with people's free will. If somebody wants to go do something with somebody else, let them go do something with somebody else with their free will. You're not nobody's boss and control to, oh, well, I want them back. I want them with me. Then, okay, when they mistreat you, even worse. And when you suicidal, when you can't, you don't know, you can't live without them type thing, and it backfires, that's going to be on you. And that's what happened. My mom had to talk him off the ledge, literally. Literally. And we were teenagers. Nine of Cups in reverse. So that stuff, and it works temporarily, but Nine of Cups in reverse, he got me back, but I was still mean to him. And I'm not proud to say that, but and I think it gets like that because you're messing with somebody's free will. So I feel like it gets worse. But anyways, Ace of Swords. Some of you guys are gonna realize, soulmate or not, in time, that somebody here is selfish. All they care about is themselves. They're greedy. Their views are really distorted. Or this could be a friend. Y'all could be realizing that somebody around you or somebody around your person don't really support a connection. They don't really support something that they said. This could even, some of y'all could be going through a divorce, a breakup, or this could be somebody else. Hierophant in reverse, Taurus. Somebody also could be getting karma for helping somebody do spell work or helping somebody manipulate something or mixing whatever this is. Yeah, and Three of Cups in reverse, this could be a fake friend or a third party or somebody that you guys are both affiliated with. I just don't even understand why people I don't understand why people are so much in other people's love lives like this. It's ridiculous. Somebody could be abusing some type of the Hierophant in reverse is like a false prophet, somebody that misguides people. Somebody could have misguided somebody to going back to somebody or kept them with, I don't know. It's just, or somebody could be giving somebody bad advice like, oh, you should stay, even though something is toxic and chaotic and this, that, and the third, you should stay there. Like, why? Or here's something you can do. Like, no. Let's get some chakra messages. Yeah, wearing a mask. Somebody here is wearing the mask is falling. Somebody opened up their heart to the wrong person. And while they were being so on guard with you, they were being so ignorant with you, so stubborn with you, so mean to you, so cold to you, they opened themselves up to the wrong person. They were so scared to take a risk with you, had their guard up with you, thought you were going to hurt them, but they got with somebody that was wearing a mask. And it could be a third party. Y'all could be seeing 333 or a fake friend or somebody that they thought had their back. What else? Yeah, third eye chakra, sacral chakra, heart chakra. Somebody's chakras is all messed up. They were fearing commitment when it came to you, or they didn't think titles and all of those things mattered. But you know, anyways, third eye chakra, intuition, vision, perception. The crystals are labradorite, fluorite, lapis lazuli. The element is light. Oh, and speaking of Taurus, I had a Taurus ex. He's Haitian, born in Haiti. He had his aunt. No, he had his mother do spell work on us so we wouldn't break up. I was with him for 2 years. Real quick, y'all, and I'm telling y'all because I feel like there's something about spell work that's really heavy about this reading. I don't know if you guys are doing it or it's being done to you or your person or somebody that you were dealing with, whatever. But I remember y'all wanting to break up with this boy so bad, and this was in my 20s, my early to kind of this was like before I turned 25. I wanted to break up with this boy so bad, and I couldn't. I was like, and if you're asking how come the spell work was working on me at those times where those guys were doing that to me, I was young. I didn't, after, hold on, let me just tell the story. I was ignorant to all of this. I didn't really take it serious. I was like, whatever. I didn't think it really existed. But hold on. Because his mother said it to my face. I was over there having dinner. And I would and that would make sense because his mother would cook and she made sure I would get like a particular plate. Like everything was like, or it was like, oh no, you have to use this one or you gotta eat this. Like I don't know, it was really, really weird. But anyways, he said, oh mommy, right? You did spell work. So me and Teresa can't break up. And she was like, yeah. And she looked at me in my face, like dead in my face, like, what you gonna do about it? Like, yeah, I did it. And like I'm like, okay. Like, what you like? Like, yeah, like I did it. She was like, yeah. And just looked at me dead in my face and was like, yeah, I did. And she didn't, she had the only straight face. It was no laughing. It was no joke. She was that serious. She was a Gemini too. She was a Gemini like me too. She was like that serious. And he just laughed. But that relationship was so codependent. It was so toxic. It was like we couldn't get along, but we couldn't stay away from each other. The only time we got along is if we were having sex. um it was just, he was very immature. He was younger than me. He was very full of himself. He's a famous model now, but he was very full of himself, very immature. Just not a he, again, he wasn't a terrible person. He was just immature. He wasn't like putting his hands on me or anything like that, but he was just very immature. It just wasn't a good fit. And he just didn't care to change. He even said it himself, like, it's weird when we don't argue. Like when we get along too well, it feels weird to me. That's what he would tell me. And he would tell me that his ego, he just has such a big ego. He just liked to antagonize me. That's what he said out his own words, y'all. His own words. He used to laugh in my face when I would cry. Like he used to point and laugh. Like it was really, really bad. But I remember I used to go to work and I used to go to my stock room I was working in a yoga studio in a retail shop. I used to go in the stock room and cry, go in the woman's locker room and cry because it's like, I want to leave. I don't want to be with him, but why can't I leave him? Why do I feel so stuck? And anytime I wanted to leave, I thought about leaving, I would say, oh, but he doesn't have nobody else to have his back like I do, who's going to be there for him. Everybody around him takes advantage of him, but he's taking advantage of me. So what I did was, and this is when I got my first tarot reading. I was 23, 24-ish. This is when I got this is when I first got into like astrology. I didn't get into tarot until my late 20s, but I got into like the chakras in my early 20s. I got into the chakras and astrology. But I got my first reading, but I didn't really care to do tarot myself until like 28, 29. But I stopped eating food. I stopped going to his house. So I didn't eat his mother's food, because people, they can speak over food. You eat the food and whatever they want to, and that's it, because it's going inside of you. That's it. That's all it takes. They can speak over water. They can speak over a drink. You could be having sex with somebody and they could be looking you dead in the face, and they could be mentally repeating affirmation. People, it's a lot of ways you can do these things. It's a lot. And I've had men admit to me that they've done it, who helped them do it, whether it was their mother or a friend or a so-called mutual friend of ours. I've had guys, straight men that I've been in relationships with, admit that they've done stuff like this on me, and it never worked, because clearly I would still be with them. So, anyways, I stopped eating his mother's food. I stopped sleeping with him. I started doing a lot of yoga. I started sweating, because it's very important to sweat and move your body, because sweating is such a detoxifier. It's such a good purging thing, that it helps get these type of energies and things off of you. So I did a lot of yoga. I spent less time with him. It got so bad, y'all. He used to pop up at my job like, oh, I know you're trying to find ways. You're trying to get rid of me. I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna come with you now to your yoga classes. I'm gonna come to you to do your meditation classes. I'm gonna come. Like, he just, and, and people like this, when you pull away, they get like that. It's like the demon or entity that's attached to them. It starts to lash out. And that's what happened. He didn't really, I think he cared about me, but it wasn't love. It was codependency. It was just, that's what that was. But he's not I've had men do this to me. So I know what it looks like in the readings. I know what it looks like. Because I've had men arrogantly say, yeah, I did spell work on you. My mom did it. Or our so-called mutual friend helped me do it, because I wanted you to come back, or I didn't want you to be with nobody, or I was mad that you left me. And these people are suicide, and they always end up suicidal, or they always end up down the line. I hear from them, and they being cheated on, they being mistreated, they whatever. So, oh, I feel like somebody knows why they getting karma. The crystals for the third eye: labradorite, fluorite, lapis lazuli. The element is light. Archangel Raphael. It says, I trust my intuition and I see beyond the illusion. Seven of Cups in reverse. For some of you guys that have a hard time seeing beyond this bond or this illusion, you got to get out of a scarcity mindset. You may have you guys may have a hard time leaving somebody because you don't want to abandon them, maybe because you've been abandoned before. So y'all got to get out of a scarcity mindset, because I'm telling y'all from experience, and stop being intimate with these people. And my aunt and I were talking about that at a brunch that we had some weeks ago, about how men use sex to keep women in bondage to them. Sex is a very powerful thing. People can underestimate it all they want, but it's very powerful. Disconnected from self and others. I feel like somebody's disconnected from the higher self, the hermit in reverse, hermit, hierophant hermit. Yeah, somebody's not connected to their inner self, and that's why this person is susceptible to spell work, or that's why they do it. Or that's why you're doing it. I don't know. Wearing a mask. Yeah, indecisive. Some of you guys are indecisive because I feel like somebody around you, they're good at making you feel like you're the problem. Oh, you're too sensitive. I'm not your ex. I'm not your baby father. I'm not your ex-husband. I'm not your ex-girlfriend. I'm not your other baby mama. Or I'm not this. I'm not that. You're just insecure. You're just this. You're just bitter. You're overreacting. You're just too sensitive. And you guys could be gaslighting yourselves. Maybe you've been gaslit by this person, or you've been gaslit by your parents, or by friends, so-called friends, or family members, or past partners. You can't even tell what's what and who's who. So you may open up your heart to the wrong people, or this person did. Third eye chakra. Lonely and misunderstood. Maybe you feel lonely and misunderstood, or this person says they're lonely and maybe you feel bad for somebody. But that's not, this person cannot be you cannot date and marry charity cases or people that you feel bad for. They're gonna f you up. They're gonna betray you over and over again. They're not going to appreciate it. They're not. They're not going to appreciate it. They're not going to say, wow, the earth signs have let me use them, abuse them. They let me trauma dump on them. They let me cheat. They let me this, that, and the third. I should stop. They're going to say, oh, it's working for me. Maybe the earth signs like being used. So I'm going to keep doing it. They're going to keep doing it. Somebody's unstable, they're insecure. Unfortunately, a lot of people, when they see that they can take from you, they're going to keep taking. They're not going to stop themselves. They're not going to say, oh, wait, I've been taking the earth signs for granted or cross watching for granted. Let me do better. No, they're going to keep doing it. Disconnect from self and, yeah, lying and deceptive behavior. Somebody, yeah. And you guys see through it, but it's like something stops you or stops somebody from disconnecting. Somebody keeps reconciling or they keep reattaching a cord, and it could be through sex. Feeling unworthy. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. Wow. Whoa. Wow. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. That same ex, that Haitian boy, I remember him telling me, if you don't have a baby by me, I hope your future child has Down syndrome. And mind you, I didn't even think I was gonna have kids. So when he again, people will try to curse your life before you even get your blessings. I was in my early mid 20s when he said that. I didn't have my daughter till I was 31. But mind you, he was already trying to curse my future child before I even thought I was even able or was going to even have kids in the first place. People are sick. I'm telling y'all. People are crazy. People are crazy. He said, if you don't have kids with me, he was like, if you don't have kids with me, I hope your kids come with Down syndrome. He said that. And after that, I was like, yeah. And I was, no thanks. It was a no for me. I mean, thank God my daughter's healthy, but she's very beautiful, healthy kid. But he said that. I was 24, 23 when he said that. Like, come on. That's very evil. But you got people that say, if you're not going to be with me, I remember another ex said to me, and I'm not going to even lie to y'all. Sometimes I wonder, like, damn, because I have another ex, an Aries, he's a Mason. And ever since and that was my longest relationship, 4 years. Ever since that, I'm not gonna lie, I've had trouble. I haven't been dealing with the best type of men. And I think sometimes, like, is one of these motherfuckers, did they like really curse my love life? Like, I know it's things within myself that I have to work through. So I don't give people that much power. But and this is, and I don't dismiss spell work. I know what comes up, but I don't want people to be like, oh, I have to stay in this abusive relationship or marriage or stay with somebody who's cheating on me, mistreating me, disrespecting me because somebody's doing spell work. And if I light a pink or red candle, if I light a candle or do a ritual, we'll be good again. I don't want no, because then that, something bad could come out of that. I feel like my love life is cursed. Yeah, I've thought about that. Oh, yeah, because I have an ex who's a Mason. He's in like a society thing. And I remember him again admitting to wishing me bad. Like, I've had a few men say to me, like, oh, if you're not going to be with me, you're not, everybody after me is going to be this or they're going to do that to you. Like, and sometimes it's not these third parties, it be these men that be cursing y'all. So sometimes, men, it's not just women that could be bitter. It can be men, you know, or even same thing with your like father figures. I don't think parents realize how they curse their kids by mistreating the mothers, mistreating women, mistreating men. You basically attach things to your children that set them up for failure later. I don't think people really realize how serious that is. Or not being there for your kids, you're cursing them. But you're teaching them what feels familiar and safe, even if it's not good. I'm supposed to be alone and dissatisfied. I low key feel like I curse myself. No. Again, these things only, but I know certain things only work because I know there's things that I still have to disconnect from, like a mentality wise. So I know what my blockages are. I know what my shortcomings are. But and that and when basically when the more aware you are, the less these things have an effect on you. Because can't nobody make me come back to them now, child. They try, and they always try to use their penises or something, and I always say no. No, I will not be intimate with you again. No, I don't want to reattach no cords. I don't want to release no brain chemicals that convince me that you're a sense of relief when I know you're the main source of the problem or you're part of it. No, thank you. That's why you got to be very careful who you're intimate with. That oxytocin hormone that get or chemical that gets released will have you think somebody is like the one and they're not. And now you've associated that person with that feeling. So and that's what happens with in trauma bonds too. Like we said in the fire sign reading, it acts like an addiction. It's the word codependency came from Alcohol Anonymous. So codependents mimic addictions. But this is why also I created Patreon, because I want to focus more on developing the skills and tools. I don't want to just do readings. Like I don't want to just do that. I also want to help y'all, develop tools and skills to spot it, to spot when you're doing it to someone, because it can backfire on you, and spot when it's happening to you, and spot when it's, and sometimes you think you're cursed or you think somebody's doing something, it's really just you. It could be your negative mind. It could be the way you see yourself. It could be the way you see men, the way you see women, the way you see life. You know, your upbringing that makes you susceptible to be drawn to certain types of people. But this is your reading. Earth signs, like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys are interested in Patreon, the link is below. If you would like to book a reading, the link is there as well. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.